Hello guys, good morning. How y'all doing? I was just in the kitchen preparing this chicken and rice medley with some mixed vegetables, y'all. It's still hot. Can y'all see the steam? Y'all see that steam? Because this is one of the dishes that I love, you know, when I got a lot of commotion going on in my life. So I did check into my mental health this morning. I got some issues, but I'm doing okay. Okay, but this video is really not about me. How y'all doing this morning? Good morning, Deep Laners. Good morning, Truth Hurts. Good morning, State Gain and the Sippers. Good morning, Raina. Good morning, Silas the Mukbang. Good morning, everybody. This might be your first time on my channel. Good morning. My name is Cheryl Grabowski, and I am a survivor of narcissistic abuse, and also I promote mental health awareness because I've had my own challenges over the years, and I still am evolving and working on myself and working on healing, because healing is a lifelong process. But good morning and blessings to you. I am so excited, y'all. It's early. Let me see what time it is, because I got up real early, y'all. Well, it ain't too early. It's 10:33. So this video is going to consist of two different things. We're going to talk about Truth Hurts video this morning. And that's for the second topic, because Truth Girl, I cannot wait to tell you when I think about your video, what I thought about your video. I also watched Silas Mukbang this morning when she did, what was that young lady's name? I don't know her name, but she got about 20,000 subscribers. There it is. Here is the video. Just wait 1 second.
If y'all are dead broke in 16 grand.
Oh, I think her name is Heidi. Even though I don't know Heidi. But I did realize that Heidi did a couple of videos about me. And she don't really like the Grabowski. But anyway, yes, silly. So I watched your thing. But we want to start off by talking about the connection rejection. If this is your first time here on my channel, consider subscribing. Burgess reaction. Because when I first tapped on the video, I thought that it was the other one that she made with the wig, which I thought was hilarious. Did y'all think it was funny? Because I thought it was hilarious. It was funny. Okay, so we're going to start the videos off nice and, well, it ain't really nice and slow. I'm bust y'all wide open early. Let's go. So, connection, can I ask you a question? And I might go back over to your comment section to ask the question. Are you talking about Jasmine's Way? Now, I might be wrong, and if I'm wrong, I stand to be corrected. But I totally agree with you with most of the video. I'm talking about 95%. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just going to cover this last part, and then I would encourage y'all to go over there and look at it. It's called The Bullying and the Bullshit, with the DD on the end. Bullshit with the DD on the end. Let's get into it.
You rock or you don't. So I don't stand with anybody who stands against bullying. Not out here in the YouTube streets.
Y'all, I made me some juice this morning. Y'all see that green?
It ain't nothing but liars and wishy-washy lies. Wishy-washy motherfuckers. Let's put it that way. People on the YouTube streets say wishy-washy motherfuckers.
That's good. I'm gonna tell y'all what's in it.
But the people out here in the YouTube streets that stand against bullying. When you are very much so unliked, when people are always trying to discredit you. Hello, Lisa B. When people treat you like shit, when people ignore you, when people don't want you around and they shoo you away, you don't stand with them on anything, no matter what's going down. Because it means that they're only using you. They will accept you at their table if they can use you. Don't accept me at your table. You will accept me at your table, at the cool kids table, if you can use me, but I can't be seated. I can stand real close to it. to support you. Because you may have to call on me. But I can't get comfortable when I come over there, right? Here at the Round Table Talk, everybody can be seated, but when your true colors are revealed, if they are not Brown Table Talk worthy, I'm going to kick your ass away from the table is what I'll go do. Because I ain't got no time for the fake bullshit. As I said, here at the Brown Table Talk, I do not stand against bullying because those who are alone in the world, those who do not have a support system, those who can't get the police to listen, can't get a lawyer to take the case, can't reach the FBI on their own. Those who have the doors closed to them all the time, who are coming up against all the bullying, the harassment, the stalking, the discrimination, people who are trying to discredit them, so on and so forth. Mm-hmm. Those who have to stand alone against all of that.
Here's the truth about the coming food crisis. This might be your only warning. According to official reports,
sometimes have to bully back to get the motherfuckers to give them some breathing room. So I don't stand against bullying. I don't stand against bullying. I do not. Because bullying is like anger. Yeah, I said bullying is like anger. Anger can sometimes help you to get it in gear and do what needs to be done. Handle your business. Sometimes anger can be a good fuel that will light a fire under your ass and help you to quickly get out of Dodge when the mob is coming after you. I was angry over what was going on. I got it in gear. Did what I needed to do, whether it's run faster or shove somebody out your motherfucking way to clear a path for you to get to safety. Yeah, bullying to me is like anger. A lot of people look down on bullying. A lot of people look down on you being angry about shit. Sometimes you need to tap into the bullying. Tap into the bully in you. Tap into the anger in you. Because sometimes that's what it takes to get the job done. To get yourself saved.
So I played a version of her video because that resonates with me. I said in my other video, and Truth Hurts has it in her video this morning, she did a wonderful clip. And so I'll just, we're not going to play her clip, but I'm going to tell you what she said. What she put in the clip, but I said it. She played a clip of what I said in the video. I said what I've learned in the last 3 to 5 years is that Eating with Q and Unspoken Purpose have been in the YouTube streets bullying for all these years. I'm saying years. Not in the last 5 or 6 months from when I decided to drop the receipts that Amina had given me. Because that's about the time span of the life of this situation that they decided to launch this bully campaign, which is what Connection Rejection said. Sounds like to me that there is a real petition, and I was unaware of that until Connection Rejection said what she said this morning. I was unaware. I heard some noise, right? The chatter. But in my conscious mind, I certainly wouldn't believe that these people with this history have got the nerve, the gall, and the audacity to come in and file a petition to gather together the content creators who are supporters of Eating with Q, and they themselves have bullied folks in the YouTube streets. But now they rally together and they are trying to get others like Connection Rejection, if I got it right, according to what I'm understanding from her video, to come together and to start a campaign against myself, the Grabowski, and Amina for this 5 months. And we can back it up to when, no, we can't. Because basically, Amina reached out to me in September, and that's when I told you guys. That's the lifespan of it. All the other stuff was just me looking into Q's content and doing reaction to what I see. And then, for some people, for clarification, other content creators who don't understand the origin of the whole situation. When I talked about her move to Africa and how I thought that was a bad idea, then there were 1,500 or more women who spoke about, emailed me, who left it in the comment section, and they had all had interactions with Africans, and they were very triggered by her saying and doing what we saw and what we heard her do. That's move to Africa, marry this man that you don't even know on a whim. So when all those women came in and all those comments, then Q came in my comment section as Mike Donald, allegedly, and began to call me all kinds of hideous names, which she didn't know me. I mean, I was doing commentary like everybody else. And then she came bullying, because at that time, a year ago, there was no history of me and Q. There was no thing, right? There was none of this that's here now. So she came into the comment section under her alias, Mike Donald, is what people told me, and began to do what she and Unspoken Purpose has been doing for the last 3 or 5 years. And then from here and there, she did it again and, here and there. So then 5 months ago, after I found out, because see, I didn't know, when Amina contacted me and we talked, and she was saying, Miss Cheryl, you're right. You've pointed her character. She said, it's amazing what and I said, what? And she said, yeah. And she said, I can show you. She shared some things with me because she knows her in real life. They have a 2-year friendship that's real. And even though content creators, the cultic aunt, which is Unspoken, and I said I wasn't going to mention her name, but I got to for context, because people are subscribing and they don't know what's going on, and I want to have them in the know, because this is an ongoing story. Okay. So then she says, the auntie, that Cheryl Grabowski, she went on another campaign, which is a bullying campaign, a lying campaign to discredit me and to destroy my character, which she doesn't know me, because I'm very sure, well, I've never had a conversation with her. She and I never emailed, so there's no interaction there other than what she observes from the content. From the content, she didn't have anyone that she called and talked to in real life that knew me personally, other than my disgruntled relative, who about a month ago, and I have the receipts in my text message. If y'all want to see it, I'll show it to you. Hey, cousin, I love you, which I hadn't talked to him in 2 years, for him doing the things that he's still continuously doing. We cut him off and did not access into my life, my daughter's life. We cut him off. My mother used to say all the time, she said, sure, I want you to don't have nothing to do with him, period. And at that time, my heart went out for him because, it just did, right? And so, but I regret it, very much so. And that's why I tell you guys, you have to build bulletproof boundaries with toxic people. And sometimes people are so gravely mentally ill that, EI, like IE, or however you want to say it, you have all these people in this world. We will watch the news shows and all the shows about people snap and people cannot handle their emotions and they harm other people in real life. So there is a warning. I want to give a warning here for people who are that type of mentally ill. People who bully folks on the internet and been doing it 3 to 5 years. People who reach out to touch somebody in their real life, like Eating with Q and Unspoken Purpose, how they shake people down and try to get physical harm to folks, how they, talk about being able to fight and shooting guns. And all of this is an ongoing story. It's not the past, it is the present. For you content creators who ball y'all mouth down and say that what I'm saying over here is not valid, you are a liar. And the truth is not in you. Despite the fact of what I have shared with YouTube and Facebook about my own ideas about God and religion and corporate religion. That's a whole nother story. But you guys know for sure that this behavior that Eating with Q has and Unspoken Purpose has history, tags, and receipts on it. And because Cheryl the Grabowski showed up, and I'm holding them accountable, and I'm saying that it's not cool and it ain't all right, and then y'all want to come and y'all think y'all can shake me down. And then you got people like Triple Head Goddess that's coming making videos about nothing, that she don't know shit about nothing, right? Because y'all are all mad because you underestimated me. But this is the thing. I didn't try to present something that wasn't real. I told you guys, and the people that have been here listening to me, not the ones that go in and out, but the ones that's been listening to me, because some of y'all been knowing me for 25, 30 years. Y'all already know I ain't no punk and you ain't getting ready to shake me down. Do it to somebody else because you can't do it with me. And see, I think y'all realize that. And so hence the campaign is going on. But go to hell in real life. Let's listen to a little bit more of this here.
To get the headache out your face. To get the weight off your motherfucking shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Don't speak on bullying just because the bullies have come to your door. Because you have stood...
Woo! Y'all hear Connection say that? Don't y'all get to crying about no bullying. Because she said, because the bully don't come to your door, don't get to crying about the bullying now. Y'all history is 3 to 5 years old. 3 to 5. Y'all been doing it the whole time, and you do it till you can't do it no more. Been doing it the whole time. Mm-hmm. But then Cheryl and Amina shows up. I already done told you about me, but then when you met the 25-year-old Liberian goddess with her pretty self, then you got real mad. Like Truth said. Uh-huh. But every dog got his day, though. Y'all know that. Unspoken old enough to know that. Some of y'all don't know, but Cheryl know. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. So, it is what it is. So, that's what's going on on my channel. If this is your first time here, consider subscribing. It's an ongoing thing. We do introspection here. I've taught a lot of people what that means. Being able to take a stellar look into yourself. Even when I first met Eating with Q, my agenda was to help her to identify some of the things that possibly could be going on with her because I related to her and I just threw some things out there. But she has a group of people who are unsophisticated and unsavvy and not having really good sense and have their own mental health challenges of their own. And I'm not picking on it because I have mine. And who are advising her, even her mother, the wrong way. Let's listen to a little bit more of that.
With bullies outside other people's door. You may have been all the way in the back of the bully crowd.
I think she's talking about
But you were still there. You were still there.
Connection said Jasmine made. I think she's talking about Jasmine, y'all. Y'all, I stand corrected if it ain't. But you were there. You might not have been in the front row of the bully crowd, but you've been mingling with them the whole time. That's what she said.
This is what you need to understand. You were still with them. If you swing with bullies, if you roll with bullies, then when people come to break up the bullies, you are going to be affected, whether you were on the front line with them or on the back line.
I think that's important what Connection Rejection just said. And I hope she don't strike me for this, girl. Please don't. Because she's saying because all you guys who have rallied together in this campaign, and I thought this was ideal. I might not play no more because I don't want to get in trouble. But she's saying that you all definitely have done this very thing that which you accuse me and Amina of. And our history is about 5 months. But y'all been doing it for years. Now, in the world of introspection, what do you call that? I know religious people call it being a hypocrite, but we're not using that word because it's just that word is too elementary. We're looking for evolution over here, so we gotta use other words. We're not using that. We're not using the hypocrite. That's for our grandma and great grandmas and them because that's all they had. But we got better words over here. We're not using that. What do you call that? That's a lack of self-reflection. When you accuse people of doing that which you've done clearly. And you just got a whole host of other people who have gleaned on it, who have partook of it, who know that you've done it themselves, that they know that you've done it because they watch you do it, but you yourself are void of your history or your self-reflection. Some of my subscribers have said, mostly everybody is still here. Some people have unsubscribed. Cheryl, why are you doing this? This lack of self-reflection and the inability to see yourself in the situation is grave. Not only does it affect people here on YouTube, the people that's guilty of it, it's affecting them in their regular lives. If you do it on YouTube, you're doing it at home. If you're doing it at home, you're doing it at work. If you're doing it at work, you're doing it in your relationships. You're the pot calling the kettle black, and both of y'all are black. It's lacking self-reflection. I told Unspoken Purpose, I've told her this before. The Truth, Money Boy Trey, Truth Hurts, and other people have talked about this woman doing, and Connection Rejection, a Burgess Reaction Video, that's her new name, are saying that you guys are just as wrong as two left shoes. Because that which you accuse this woman of doing, Cheryl Grabowski, that's me, and Amina, you guys been doing it for a long time, 35 years and more. And more. If we went to court, the judge would throw it out. Because most of the time, the judge is not lacking self-reflection. You become a judge because you're able to do a 360. You're able to look within. If it went to court, it would be thrown out. Because then you talking about your right hand being nasty and filthy, but your left hand is too. But you taking the left hand and you put it behind your back. But we see you with it behind your back. We're telling you, take your left hand out too. Let us see it there. And there you go. It would be thrown out of court. I've spoken to the deep laners and I told you guys that there are a lot of people who lack the ability to self-reflect. When my coach asked me this one valuable question, and I didn't realize that it would be the question for her to determine whether or not I was able to go into coaching and healing. This was the one question. Though it's only one. It was only one question that determined that she liked my personality. She knew that I had issues. She knew that. But she needed to know, was I able to go to the depths of introspection that I needed to go into in order to do the program. So it was this one thing, and I'm gonna let y'all know what it was. And some of y'all maybe have heard me say it before, but not many. So I was complaining to her about a person who had said these terrible things about me, to me. Mind you, that shit hurt bad. It disturbed my inner world. My subconscious mind my inner child went to doing flips, squats, went crazy, screaming to the top of her lungs. If you've been here on my channel, you understand what I've taught you guys about the mind, your conscious mind, and then your subconscious and how they can be conflicted. But in that place inside of me, my inner child was like, shh, I've been trying to tell you. And it hurt me so bad. I just went on a spiral. But anyway, so my coach knew about this person that did this to me, because we talked about that early on. So she was going to ask me, she's asking me the question. And she said, I need to ask you a question and I need you to answer me. So she said, how much of what that person said about you is true? And I said, like, I literally took a breath and then held it. There was no breathing. It kind of reminds me of the movie Get Out, when the young black guy was standing there and they had already taken his conscious brain, but he still had his subconscious, right? Because you can't mess with that. If you take somebody's physical brain out, they still have, because I told you we have two minds, right? So the subconscious mind is still there. So when somebody took a picture, when the black guy, the main character, took the picture of the other guy, it did something to his subconscious mind. And then all of a sudden, the subconscious mind was able to connect to the conscious mind. And then there was sort of like a reflection or remembrance of something from old. So when she said to me how much of it's true, then she's not just talking to my conscious mind, she's also talking to my subconscious too. And the conflict that I felt when she said it. And that is like when somebody really speaks truth to you, most of the time it's going to make you madder than hell. And most of what people say to us is just flattery because they don't want to deal with the elephants, or they don't want to go there, you know. It takes courage to really speak to a person and let them know exactly what you see, as long as it's not projection, right? Because it could be you projecting onto them and that not be them, right? So it's a skill set. So when she said how much of it is true, then I felt that feeling. I held my breath, and then I said to her, I don't want to answer that. Now I'm 4 years down the road from that moment. And I look back on that moment because it's my moment, right? Me and the coach. And now I'm saying to myself, good God Almighty. And y'all think introspection ain't real. It's the realest thing I've ever known. It's the realest thing I've ever heard. It's the realest thing I've ever seen. And I know what it can do for you. So looked at her. I said, I don't want to answer that. I don't even know why I said that. Because at that moment, for the first time in my life, I feel both places. I feel this place and I feel that place at the same time. So conscious mind, I don't want to answer that. Subconscious mind is saying, then she says to me, I'm going to tell you what subconscious mind said. Then she says to me, answer it. Just like a principal would say to a student, or a mother would say to a child, you answer this. And then from my conscious mind from my subconscious mind to my mind, in a split second, maybe 3 seconds, then out of my mouth, I said all of it. Because it was the first time that through that whole, because from the time that that person had this conversation with me and to the time I met my coach was almost 9 months. For that 9 months, my focus and my attention was on that person and what they were trying to do to me because of what I felt from that truth being spoken to me and that conflict that was going on within me. But I didn't never have the chance to address it in my own self. There was nothing in me that could bring me to that point. But when she asked me, and this would be the question to determine whether or not I was suitable or even capable of self-reflection. And when I said all of it, she said, congratulations. You've just entered the program. When somebody speaks truth to you about you, it's going to land in your belly like a Mack truck. It's going to feel wrong. It ain't going to feel right. It's going to feel terrible, but it is good. Now, that's what my channel is all about. It's called introspection. You guys who are used to coddling people and coddling yourself, you are doing yourself a great in-service and you will not grow. And life is bringing you every moment to that place that you've asked life to bring you to. Some people call it God. You can call it whatever you want. It's still doing the same exact thing.
So be careful who you choose to stand with and who you ask to stand with you. Because when the shit hits the fan, as I said, whether you travel with them, front line or back line, you're still a part of the assembly. And when it is broken down, busted up.
Hold on. Connection said when it's down, when it's broken down and busted up. That's what I want. This train wreck that goes as far to go beyond YouTube and go into people's real lives and get folks fired from their job, get people children taken, get folks in altercations with people, cause people mental and emotional distress and psychological breakdowns, have people wounded, triggered, and traumatized from folks who are sick themselves and won't seek out help and use YouTube for a place to hurt people for 3 to 5 years.
When the truth is exposed about the group you are with, you're going to be negatively affected.
And the truth is being exposed now. The truth is being exposed now.
By it. This is today's edition of Brown Table Talks. The topic has been on bullying. For anybody who does not understand,
I just want to say, I want y'all to go listen to this video because it sounds like to me, and I might be wrong, and if I am wrong, then I stand corrected. I don't have a problem with that. But it sounds like that she was saying that Jasmine's Way was someone that would call her name out, would say that she liked her, and all of a sudden it sounded like she's saying that Jasmine flip-flopped on her. She didn't use the word flip-flop though, but she changed her mind about her. And when she found that out, she said it hurt her. Burgess' reaction video, we know it's connection rejection. She said that she didn't have a problem because she uses her platform to talk about her real feelings and emotions, which have bothered me. And I told her that she needs somebody to help her with it. And I think she knows that. But just like she always has done that, she talked about her interaction with Jasmine Way and how when she realized that she had flip-flopped on her and she didn't know exactly why, she said it hurt her. Because obviously, connection rejection, she liked Jasmine. And this is Jasmine's history. Because then she went on to say she's done this thing to Truth. She's done the same thing to her. So obviously, Jasmine's Way is when we talk about this thing, that conscious mind, and then that subconscious, this is what I absolutely 1000% believe. I could go on and say that I know it, but I'm just going to stay with the belief. There's something going on there. Absolutely. It has all of it smells like it. It looks like it. It tastes like it. It walks like it. That's what's going on. When you befriend a person, I mean, talking about befriend a person. 1000%, almost like my relative. Because even though he blood kin to me, he wasn't part of my life. So when then I reached out to him and brought him into my environment, then the next thing I knew, everything went to shit. And then there's no like, what happened? You know? So this type of thing, when somebody does something like that, that they have there's some communication going on inwardly that us people on the outside are not privy to. There are thoughts, mindsets, suggestions, feelings, and all of that that we on the outside are not privy to, but it's going on the whole time until finally those two places, y'all know I'm teaching y'all, kind of, they do that thing, and then the relationship is done. So that's what it sounds like is going on. So Connection basically said, no, she's not signing a petition. So obviously there's a real petition from people who cannot self-reflect and who are mad about that fabulous Amina shows up as a real life person. And not only did she show up, she showed up as a beautiful young boss lady. Yeah, that's how she showed up. And now for the paint, and this is the crazy part. For the people who were over in that chat on the left side and listening to that nutball say for 5 months that person or that source is not real was crazy. And I was over there bluffing and doing all the craziness that she's been doing for 3 to 5 years. And then, but see, I don't play games. The Grabowski doesn't play games. You know? Not those kind of games. Mm-mm. No, that's why we call this channel the Deep Lane. Now, let's get into it. Honey, I was so excited. Raina, girl. Raina. I was so excited when Truth Hurts played the snippet of that video. Honey, when I was talking about, what was I talking about? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. No, later. Y'all always trying to get somebody to update something. What was I talking about? I got to listen to a little bit of it. I hope y'all have a fantastic day. I got to go up to the salon for just a minute. Do some color. On a client. Y'all are going back watching that Chitlin video. That is funny. Okay, there it is. Okay.
It's crazy that more people don't know this about eating habits. This little bag has 4 times the calories of the salad
Which one? No, I don't want different. So I want to my channel. Like you did, True. No. Not that. It's this one.
I don't go in the answer situation of no layers when it comes to being thrown right back out. Jasmine Wayne
This part.
came out accusing me and Amina of bullying, eating with Q. When there is a 3 to 5 year history of her doing exactly that, she and the toxic aunt, to whomever they decide they want to do it to. A lot of times the eating with Q hides her hand. But, I have the receipts, and I sent it to Amina, and she posted it, of eating with Q asking one of her fans, she described her as a fan, in her comment section to pull up on Amina in Delaware. And we all know what pull up on somebody means. It means to pull up on them and do what you need to do, even physical violence, to intimidate and to shake someone down. That's what pull up means. Do what you gotta do. Eating with Q said in her video,
She says she got them hands. She know how to fight. She also told us she got that gun and she knows how to shoot. She will do it. Well, obviously, she got friends in Delaware that'll do the same thing. They want to beat you down. They want to fight you, possibly even shoot you, because that's how she rolls. Now, this is what I said yesterday in my early morning show. These are the people who have started a anti-bullying campaign. The ones who tell folks to pull up on folks. And so I just can't. Just like I said a few minutes ago, how do you start a campaign against folks for doing something that you've been doing 3 to 5 years on YouTube? And then connection rejection, Burgess reaction video that I listened to this morning, let me know that there's a real petition. And for any of you guys who signed that petition, knowing that your hands are dirty, shame on you. And for any of you guys who signed that petition and you've done the same thing, but you are just like a man who is not able to see his reflection in a mirror. There's the mirror right there, and you can't see it. They call you guys vampires, emotionally ignorant, no emotional intelligence, not being able to see your own reflection, a vampire. That's what they literally call you guys in the world of psychology. Those people who do what they accuse others of doing, yet they themselves do not see themselves or justify it for some reason. I'm baffled by the fact that this commentary that me and Amina have done with these receipts on her interaction with Q, and me saying that Q coming down in my comment section and trying to shake me down, and then telling you, P, to get into my personal life and dox me, to have my nephew, not my nephew, my blood relative, to call the social service and tell them people that I beat my grandbaby, that I put whips on her, that I gave her beer on a live, that I showed her private parts on a live. Y'all guys have been here with me on this YouTube. Lord have mercy, Jesus. There are some people who've watched every video that I've done. And y'all know there is no such a thing going on over here on this channel. For the people that are in UP's chat, and for you, eating with Q, who uses unspoken purpose as your aunt, because we have you over in that chat as yourself and your mother Dion being gangster bullies, and then over there on the Fiberissimas and over at the Eating with Q, you all are showing a whole another type of image, but also not so much, because on Eating with Q, on your channel Eating with Q, and the lives that you do show us that you have the ability to shake someone down. You do show us that. But you go beyond that because you reach out into real life. I listened to a video this morning about Boys Stop Capping. There was this woman, what is it, flying something. I showed y'all the clip earlier in the thing. She basically said that Boys Stop Capping. Q reached out to Boys Stop Capping because now he's part of the no bullying campaign. Meanwhile, bullying a woman right now, she begging him to leave her alone. She begging him to leave her alone right now. Like right now. I just watched her video. He's doing an anti-bullying campaign. Q is doing an anti-bullying campaign. Jasmine Wade is doing an anti-bullying campaign. Unspoken Purpose is doing an anti-bullying campaign while bullying. Truth Hurts is not doing an anti-bullying campaign. Moneyboy Trey is not doing an anti-bullying campaign. He's been bullied to death. He's done some doxing too. He has. He says so, though. He said so. He's not lacking self-reflection. Dion is bullying. They are all bullying. Jasmine Wade has bullied the connection rejection. She's pretended to be her friend and then all of a sudden threw her in the trash can and for a affiliation with another group of people to promote her her